In recent months, ESN TV has reported on curriculum alterations and technological influences for physical education courses in our middle and high schools. Many students have said that these changes have brought about a renewed interest in gym class and helped increase their awareness of the importance of living a healthy lifestyle. But a high level of attention is also being paid to students in our elementary schools, where the urgency for influencing a healthy lifestyle is imperative.
Unfortunately, I think some of the kids who have gym only twice a week, I think that's the only activity they get sometimes. So in our level, I think the more activity we can give them, the better they are.
There's so much influence from TV, from video games, from all different types of media that they're doing other things besides going outside, getting some exercise, whether it's nice out or they can something simple as just helping mom or dad shovel snow.
You know, if the parents are just setting the example of, I'm going to sit down on the couch, watch TV for 5 hours, it's not giving the kid any incentive to get up and do anything themselves.
In 2014, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention released an unenthusiastic report on the current state of obesity in our children. It specified childhood obesity has more than doubled in children and quadrupled in adolescents in the past 30 years. The percentage of children aged 6 to 11 years in the United States who were obese increased from 7% in 1980 to nearly 18% in 2012.
Push-up position. Ready, down.
It further noted, in 2012, more than 1/3 of children and adolescents were overweight or obese. The report later suggested that the dietary and physical activity behaviors of children are influenced by many sectors of society, including families, communities, and schools.
Every day we do a fitness component at the beginning of class, a warm-up routine with some exercises, and I think they really need that as much as they possibly can, because some students go home and they really don't work out. They don't exercise or maybe not participate in a team sport outside, so I think it's important to get them in as much as we possibly can.
Relax. Straight back, don't arch the back.
The brain works better after 20 minutes of an activity, even if it's a 2-minute activity. The brain's better, able to function after you've had, released some of those endorphins, and you can sit down and you can then focus.
But the question remains, how does the community begin to reverse this trend toward unhealthy living?
At every age, they're gonna be learning. Their bodies are gonna be growing. They're gonna be getting taller. Their muscles are gonna be changing. So it's important that they know how to properly exercise, how to properly eat, because physical activity and nutrition is the key to a healthy lifestyle.
Sports and athletics and phys ed teaches you a lot about life and a lot about growing, a lot about socialization skills even too. And it's hopefully important that the parents do support them and get them involved outside of school, maybe in an activity, I think that's key.
Negative decisions made about dietary choices and physical activity as children can lead to risky health problems as adults, including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and certain types of cancer. But schools can play a critical role in educating and influencing better decisions by establishing a safe and supportive environment with policies and practices that encourage healthy behaviors.
We're a subject that they are very excited to come to. They love to come and pretty much whatever we ask them to do, they're more than willing to do with us. They'd be happy just to run around in circles for the 45 minutes that we have them. So we try to lead them in certain skills that they can continue as they grow up and throughout adulthood.
When we exercise, we do exercises that they can do at home, even if they don't have equipment. We teach them things that they could continue to do throughout their lives without equipment or with very minimal equipment.
Schools also provide opportunities for students to learn about and practice healthy eating, and physical activity. In order to accomplish this, the Edison Public Schools are taking the approach of lifetime fitness, introducing our students to activities and games that can be enjoyed long into their adult years. Games like golf and bowling not only provide good physical activity, but also incorporate aspects of geometry and algebra.
Some get excited because they bowled before. Some look at us and say, "What are we doing?" And we start. Like I said, we start from the ground up. These 3 holes are for your fingers, and we teach them what 3 fingers. So we teach them the whole thing about bowling, and we tell them it's a life skill. You can do it forever.
No, I think it's something new for them, so they enjoy it, and it's, they get to start seeing it on TV, and then they can say, oh, I did that, in class. When we were growing up, golf was never even a possibility, where kids now are able to chip, they're able to putt. The skills that they're learning now, they can carry with them as they get older.
Be interested throughout their whole life, keep their fitness level up, and something that's good social and socialization activity, something like golf or like tennis, where it's, good to stay fit and also, do it with your friends and meet new people. And like bowling too, a lot of them have been to the lanes, and it's good if they get involved in one or the other, either a team or an individual sport.
We have a great opportunity with golf as well. The district partnered with the PGA, so we do have a PGA professional that comes in and teaches the kids as well, and we get equipment from the PGA, so it's something that I think the kids are excited about, because most of them have never touched a golf club until they came into the class as well, unless it was miniature golf. So they're excited, to do these things.
They're working on their fine motor skills. They're working on so many things that they don't even recognize that they're working on. They just think, oh, I'm picking up a golf club, but they're working on a lot more than that. Focus, concentration. They're learning how to hit, what speed to hit, how to swing. So it is exciting to see them improve.
Not all healthy activity has to resemble a daily workout of push-ups, sit-ups, and cardiovascular activities. Acrobatic techniques like juggling can improve balance, hand-eye coordination, and voluntary muscle response. Teaching these techniques to elementary-age students can also present quite a challenge, disguised as fun. Technology is also making a push into our elementary physical education classrooms. The popular video game, Dance Revolution, is a great way to keep students active. It definitely keeps their attention with popular music and dance moves that prove to be as challenging as they are beneficial.
Dancing is a great cardiovascular exercise. It teaches balance, rhythm, endurance. So one of our key things is to bring video games into phys ed, but so they enjoy it, but they're also getting a good workout out of it as well.
Charitable activities, such as the nationwide Jump Rope for Heart, have been encouraged by Edison Phys Ed teachers for years. This event benefits much more than the American Heart Association. It keeps students engaged and active, all while supporting a worthy cause. Some Edison schools have adjusted the event to include other physical activities apart from jump rope. This multi-activity approach garners attention from more students and generates a nearly 100% participation rate for this volunteer occasion. Ben Franklin Elementary School takes support for physical activity to a whole other level with their annual Minute to Win It. This basketball shooting competition includes participation from students, staff, and faculty. It has become a staple on the Ben Franklin calendar, fueling homeroom pride and bragging rights.
It's a great thing. The kids love to buy into it. Every single year it's gotten bigger and bigger. We've been able to, get some of our community people involved with it, where we get donations to send the kids to go see the Knicks play at the Garden. It's become a huge event, and the kids look forward to it every year. It's a fun competition where the kids, as much as they compete against each other to win and try to put themselves on that pedestal, they're more than willing to help each other out to get there, because it's a whole team type of competition. So it's grown to be something really cool.
The Edison Elementary physical education staff has done a commendable job introducing activities and eating habits that support healthy living. But in order to successfully reverse the trend toward obesity, encouragement and participation in these habits needs to take place at home as well. In order to educate parents and guardians about healthy decisions and simple exercises that can be done together as a family, some Edison schools are hosting parent fitness nights, which invite parents and siblings to the schools for an evening of healthy living.
This year specifically, we're really trying to focus on parents kind of setting a good model. We understand that you might not be comfortable just sending your kids out to go do whatever they want by themselves. So we're trying to bring the parents in as well to lead by example while they're at home, do certain things that could increase fitness with them, and just try to find ways to hang out with their kids in a more physical, aspect.
Kids normally, they practice what they see. They see the parents at home, they're not actually doing anything. They don't take the time to go outside and take a walk with them, or they're on a computer, or they're watching TV or doing something. I think it's very important for the school to host this event for the kids and for the parents, to let them know how important it is to get exercise, and not to have us down the road develop diabetes and heart disease and all the other stuff.
I want her to be fit and not struggle with weight as I have in the past, and I want her to know that you will have to keep active and keep moving. Once they don't offer these classes once you're in high school or in college, and to be a healthy young woman and keep that into her lifestyle. I'm here to support my daughter, who is in the gym club, and explain to her from a young age that it's very important to eat healthy and work out, because when you get older, unfortunately, it's not as easy as it is right now when they're young.
What do you do in life? Are you more about moving or more about stillness?
A lot of those, contemporary diseases that we have, like childhood obesity and whatnot, and diabetes, is brought on by the nature of our environment as our culture. Everything's very quick fix, very convenient at the reach or press of a button. And we've gotten away from having to work for things, so it kind of takes away the integrity of what is out there for people. So just setting them up based off conveniences and then giving people poor food choices, it kind of puts their back against the wall already, and then you get things like childhood obesity or diabetes or type 1, type 2 diabetes.
People usually have a negative connotation with the word exercise. So what we try and do is help people to lead a movement-based lifestyle where, because exercise is optional, but movement's mandatory. So we have to move. So it's teaching people how to re-engage with the fundamental movements of life. And in a sense, we help them condition for their life. So when they're working out with us, they're getting fit, but life kind of gets a little easier because we're helping them to do what they're really designed to do.
And the idea was for the kids to teach the parents what we teach them in class and take them through a full body workout. We've had outside companies come in to give lectures and help us with some of the workouts to the parents. We provide healthy food and snacks to encourage the parents that, you can serve your kids whatever, tasty food, but it doesn't necessarily have to be cheeseburgers. It could be healthier options and we give them black and white evidence that their kids are asking for healthy food, not necessarily junk food.
These events are not relegated to elementary schools. The concept is catching on throughout the district, like this event at Thomas Jefferson Middle School.
play with them. That's what we say. Go for a walk. If you're able to, throw the ball around. Play catch with your kids. Go for walks. Go for a run. Play basketball. Anything that you're able to do, we say, just try. Or even if it's in the house, you live in apartments, go up and down the steps. We try to show them you don't need the equipment. Here's what you have in your home, to use for fitness.
These inclusive events that are there to educate and motivate seem to be shifting the trend away from inactivity and unhealthy eating choices, giving our younger generations control over a long and healthy life.